how do you feel the SDLMI can prepare people for future employment or transitioning into employment?
So I feel like we've been kind of talking about that and covering it, but I think, you know, one of the things that I'd say is that, you know, the SDLMI is really about internalizing this process, this problem solving, goal setting process. And, you know, those are 21st century skills that all students really, all graduates really need to know. Everybody needs to know how to problem solve on the job, needs to know how to self-evaluate to understand the supports that they may need on the job and what they need to learn, and to advocate for those and create plans in order to do that. So to me, that's the beauty of the SDLMI and SDCDM, is that, you know, it's not really about getting a job or anything like that. It really is about learning that problem solving and goal setting and self-determination along with that.
Yeah. So it's about providing a voice, and it's about learning about yourself and what you need and what you require to be able to move forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Great. Okay. So in your experience, how long can the SDLMI take to implement?
That's a great question. And really, the SDLMI can look different depending on the context that it's really implemented in. So, for example, in school-based settings and academic settings, we usually implement the 3 phases of the SDLMI each semester. So students have an opportunity to set a goal, they create an action plan, and they adjust that goal or plan during each semester, so like the fall and the spring. So again, that really gives them those opportunities, those iterative opportunities to develop those self-determination abilities and skills. But there is some flexibility with the model too. So when it's implemented maybe in a community-based setting or in another sort of similar setting where it's not necessarily so school focused, then you could sort of stretch out the SDLMI. So then there's more time to really work on setting the goal, creating a plan, and adjusting that goal or plan. So like if there's a program or, you know, something that young people are going through where they can take that time, then it certainly can be, you know, flexible to work that way. And one of the things that we do in our multi-day SDLMI trainings is really provide teams an opportunity to plan, you know, what does their SDLMI implementation look like? Because it could look really different, you know, in a school-based setting, in an after-school community-based setting, you know, more in like an employment setting. And I'll mention too that it also depends on the young person's support needs as well. So if they really need more time to really, if they've never set a goal before, if they've never created a plan, then they might need to take those steps, you know, a little bit more intentionally and with support as they go along, because it's a very new experience. So the SDLMI is flexible in that way. It can sort of, you know, be tailored to the needs of the context and the people as well.